Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we have successfully created our collection page. Now we are going to add sorting option. So let's do that. First of all, we need to check if our enable sorting option is true or false. Let's do that here. So we are going to add if condition here, if section dot settings dot enable sorting is enabled, then we are going to add a select drop down here. To add options here, we are going to create a loop. Let's say option in collection dot sort options. Let's add that sort options, and here we are going to create option here, and the title should be option dot name, and the value of this would be option dot values. We can add some tailwind CSS classes here. Let's say p4, and we can add border. Let's add a background color. Let's say bg gray 100, and now we can add some border radius using rounded SM, and cursor should be pointer, and we can also add margin bottom. Let's say 8. Now let's save this and check on the front end. You can see we have sorting options here. So let's work on this padding. Let's say py is equal to 3 and px to 4. Let's save this. Refresh here. You can see we have better looking sorting option drop down here. Now let's make it functional. We are going to use Alpine.js for sorting option. Okay, let's do that. The first thing that we need to do is create a container div here. So let's create a div here and give this div an ID of, let's say, product grid container. So we can end that here after the pagination. Now we can use our Alpine.js code here. So we are going to create an xData directive, which would be equal to, here we can create a state, let's say sort, and this would be our sort by. So this would be the current sorting method. And now we are going to create a function here, let's say sorting, and here we are going to use JavaScript fetch API. So in here the URL must be collections slash current collection dot handle. Let's say collection dot handle. So this would be our current collection, and then we can add here sort by and add this current sort criteria. Okay, so this will return something, and we can use then to use that response. So we can use response here, which would be response dot text. Remember, we are not going to use JSON here. Create a then again, and here we are going to use data that is returned from this then, and now we can work on this data. Okay, let's create a new element. We can use document dot create element, and we are going to create a div here. So we can use new element dot inner HTML is equal to data. Now we can update the product grid here. So for that, let's create a new variable. Let's say let new HTML, which is equal to new element dot query selector, and we are going to add this ID here. Let's add that, and we are going to get the inner HTML here. Now we can use document dot query selector, and we can use this product grid container again, and we are going to set the inner HTML to new HTML. And now we can change the URL by using history dot replace state, and we can use null, and in the last we can add sort by, and which would be equal to this dot sort. Okay, so at last we can catch an error here. Say catch, and we are going to use error, and we are going to display our error message here using console.log, and pass error here. Okay, now here we can use X model, and the X model would be sort, and here in this option we're going to start if statement here, if option dot value is equal to, let's say, sort by, and then we can add selected attribute here. Now let's save this and check if it is working. So refresh this. Let's change this. Okay, let's refresh that again. Let's try using this. We have an error. Let's see what is the error here. Okay, let's go to our network tag and see if our post request is successful. You can see we don't have any request here, so let's check that. What is the issue with that? Okay, the thing is we haven't added the code actually here. We need to call this sorting function. So let's do that. So we can add, let's say, @change, and we can call this sorting function here. Okay, let's save that and now check if it is working. Okay, let's do that. We have still issues here. Let's refresh that again. Now you can see we have a successful post request here. So now you can see we can use different sorting options here. Let's say price low to high. So we have price low to high here, and then let's change this high to low. You can see our sorting option is working, and you can see we have our updated URL here also. Let's add best selling. We can search for featured. We can also search for old to new and new to old. So with this, we have successfully created collection page and sorting options. So this is it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more Shopify upcoming tutorials. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.